Hey, what's up, everybody? BDL44 coming at you with another video. All right, so losing sucks, man. I hadn't felt that in a while. 113-110 was the score. Lakers lose the game. Close game. But we had some things that just we would love to have back. Some of the turnovers in that fourth quarter hurt us bad. Our defense on certain players just was not good enough at all. But we fought hard, man. We erased, what, a 17-point deficit or something like that? We really, I don't think it was that much, but it was not a game to hang your head down. But for them to be without Cade Cunningham and to walk away with a victory against us, and we had all our stars, it's a hard game to lose, especially when you've been on a 9-game winning streak. You really want to win this damn game. And we had our opportunities, but we did not win. So, first quarter, Lakers 27, Pistons 23. Second quarter, Lakers 25, Pistons 42. Third quarter, Lakers 35, Pistons 24. Lakers in the fourth quarter, 23, Pistons 24 again. Yeah, man, that was freaking tough, man. Freaking tough. Pistons shot 45% from the field, 40-88. Lakers 48% from the field, 38-79. Lakers 28% from 3, 8-29. Pistons 42% from 3, 11-26. Lakers 92% from the free throw line. Excuse me, that's Pistons 92% from the free throw line, 22-24. Lakers 84%, 26-31. You got to hit your free throws. They hit theirs, we didn't hit ours. I mean, 84% is good, but it ain't good enough because you missed several and you lost by 3. They had 37 boards, we had 39. We had 9 offensive rebounds, they had 11. Once again, another double-digit offensive rebound game for the Pistons. That's like 4 out of the last 5 games or something like that. 5 out of the last 6 games, actually, probably. 31 assists for the Pistons, 27 for the Lakers, 6 steals for both teams, 4 blocks for the Pistons, 6 for the Lakers, 11 turnovers for the Pistons, 18 points conceded off of those, 13 turnovers for the Lakers, 17 points off of those. 16 fast break points for the Lakers, 8 for the Pistons, 58 points in the paint for the Lakers, 48 for the Pistons. Large lead of the game for the Lakers was 7. They led 23% of the time, and the Pistons had a 16-point lead and led 71% of the time. So we did erase almost a 17-point lead. It was a 16-point lead that we came all the way back and had a 1-point lead with like a minute to go, but could not secure the defensive play necessary to win the game. So we'll start with the winning Pistons, man. Tobias Harris, 32 minutes, 14 points, 5 of 14 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 1 turnover, 0 in the plus minus. Duncan Robinson, 28 minutes, 12 points, 4 of 10 from the field, 4 of 9 from 3, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, -1. Jalen Duren, 33 minutes, 20 points, 5 of 9 from the field, hit all 10 of his free throws, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 turnovers, 4 offensive boards, +6. It'd have been great if he had missed at least one of the damn free throws. He's shooting free throws like Steph Curry. I mean, damn. Ausar Thompson, 36 minutes, 6 points, 3 of 11 from the field, 0 of 1 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 4 offensive boards, 1 turnover, +1 for Thompson. Game ball goes to Danis Jenkins. I was not surprised to see him play like a star. 39 minutes, 30 points, 11 of 18, from the field, 4 of 5 from the 3. Hit all 4 of his free throws, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 offensive boards, -5. And he hit the game-winning shot with like, I don't know, probably like 30 seconds left on the clock or something like that. He was awesome. We did not defend him with enough respect. We didn't put anybody in front of him that could guard him most of the time, and he took advantage. And I told y'all, man, he started the season off breaking out, playing so well that I had to add him on fantasy teams early on. Kind of disappeared after guys started coming back. But now that Cade is out, he gets to play that same role he played to start the season, and he is this guy. He is this guy. Just let y'all know, we saw the actual Danis Jenkins tonight. I expect for him to do this a lot throughout the course of his career going forward. He is a very good player. And we didn't respect that, and he closed us out tonight. He closed us out. Paul Reed, 15 minutes, 8 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 offensive board, -3. Holland, 5 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 1 assist, -6. Green, 15 minutes, 6 points, 1 of 1 from the field, 4 of 4 from the line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, +14. Chris LeVert, 17 minutes, 8 points, 3 of 7 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, -2. And Herter, 20 minutes, 7 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 2 steals, +11. For the losing Los Angeles Lakers, of whom I'm not necessarily unhappy with us, to be honest with you. I thought we had an opportunity to win the game, but we had a very small margin for error with Smart and Rui out, and I knew that we were running some rotations out there that we probably haven't run very often, and so that could be used as an excuse. But I thought guys, for the most part, played pretty well, and so let's get into it. LeBron James, 39 minutes, 12 points, 4 of 10 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 3 of 3 from the line, 9 rebounds, 10 assists, 4 turnovers, 1 block, -8. He also had an offensive rebound. I think he held back a little too much tonight. But I think some of that had to do with the Pistons' defense on him. The Pistons did a phenomenal job on several players. And LeBron James is one of the players that they really locked up. They pushed him around, kept him in a pinball machine all night, doubled him in key areas, was pushing us out of bounds a lot. And I think a good portion of why this team didn't win tonight was because the officials' whistle was not very favorable to the Lakers tonight. They allowed the Pistons to push us around, push us out of bounds several times. Certain non-calls really did affect the outcome of this basketball game, in my opinion. That's another reason why I'm not so upset at the Lakers, because I thought part of the problem was the officiating. So it's 2 games in a row I'm complaining about officials. It's not something I pride myself in doing. It's just what I saw out there. They were allowing the Pistons to get away with a lot of physicality, and I didn't feel like they were calling the same stuff on the other end. Not tonight. I really didn't. So that was part of the problem with LeBron. Some of the turnovers were a little frustrating, trying to force the ball, especially in the fourth quarter. We were doing a great deal of forcing the ball to Jackson Hayes, and they were reading it consistently and stole the ball from us like maybe 5 or 6 times. We had like 9 turnovers in the fourth quarter. You're not going to win too many games when that's the case. So I just thought LeBron was part of the problem in that regard. But he played physical, played hard, but he didn't shoot enough. 4 or 10 is not enough field goals. We like him to get about 13 at this point. So, you know, the aggression was there. He did hurt his pinky, his hand or whatever as well, so that might have had some things to do with it. Almost had a triple-double. 9 boards is good, 10 assists good. But we really needed him to step up and be more of a scorer tonight, being cognizant of the fact that Smart and Rui are not out there. Smart can give you anywhere from 6 to like 25 points. Rui can give you anywhere from 6 to like 25 points. So it's like we have to make up that somewhere, and I don't think we really found it. And LeBron was it was incumbent upon Bron to give it to us. And so this was definitely not the night for him to take less than his field goal threshold. And yeah, that's really what I think about his performance tonight. Jake LaRavia, 29 minutes, 7 points, 3 and 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 1 rebound, 1 assist, -5. So I'm happy to see his 3 ball is coming back around. 1 of 2 is 50%, 3 or 4 from the field. He's shooting better. I wish he would have been a bit more aggressive. I thought he was okay. You know, he got the start tonight, so I'm sure he felt good about that. But he didn't help in the areas we needed for him to in this game. 1 rebound, 1 assist, no stocks. I need Jake LaRavia to be more productive in those areas in a night like tonight. I thought he was thoroughly outplayed by the wings of the other team for the second night in a row. I felt that way. He was thoroughly outplayed. He usually does the outplaying. He usually is the most energetic. Tonight, he put forth the effort he did, and it was just matched by players who did what he did better than him, and that's just what it is, man. DeAndre Ayton, 27 minutes, 13 points, 5 of 6 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 4 offensive boards, -6. I really like what I saw from Ayton. I was a little torn as well in the fourth quarter because I thought Jackson was playing very well, but I also thought Jackson was at a significant size disadvantage against Duren, and maybe we could have used Ayton a little more in the fourth quarter. Ayton hitting 3 out of 4 free throws, pretty good in the fourth quarter. It would have been nice if he hit all 4 of them, but 3 or 4 is good, and they all came in clutch moments. 10 boards is good. 4 offensive rebounds good. So I thought he played a very good game. I was really happy with him in the first half. In the second half, we didn't see him as much. And there's just certain things that we have to take into account when we're missing players that we're not used to missing. We're not used to missing Marcus Smart and Rui at the same time. So our rotations have to make up for that and consider certain things. And our players on the floor need to consider that and take into account certain things. And I just thought that we failed to do that tonight. And it's mainly because we're not used to having both of those players removed from the lineup. So it's tough. You know, you have to be experts at how to manage making up for what Rui and Smart don't provide. And I don't think we were experts, and we need to be against this type of team. So this is just the wrong game to not have those mainstays on the floor, and we suffered. So I think that might have been part of it. DeAndre needed to be probably utilized a bit more in the fourth quarter to make up for the size differential, maybe. When Marcus Smart's hefty self isn't down there, you know, I think you probably win this game if Marcus Smart's on the floor. I think this is what it comes down to for me. You guard Dennis Jenkins, don't go for no damn 30 points if Marcus Smart's out there. That's not happening. And you probably have just a little more points. He probably takes on a couple of extra offensive fouls that take away possessions that Detroit otherwise was able to score on and get offensive rebounds on and draw fouls against us on. You just really miss Marcus Smart's ability out there tonight, man. That's I think the difference. I genuinely think that's the difference. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. Luka Doncic, 39 minutes, 32 points, 11 of 29 from the field, 3 of 13 from 3, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 steals, 1 offensive board plus 7. Not a great night for the Don, man. 32 points is still fantastic. 7 rebounds, 6 assists, all of that's wonderful. 3 steals. Love the stocks there, continuing to really contribute in the defensive end as well. But 3 of 13 from behind the arc, nah. That last 3 that he forced with Duran in front of him, you have to move the ball around. You got to let somebody else be the game winner in that situation. 11-29 out, nah, none of that's any good, man. I like him shooting that many shots if he's hot, but 11 of 29 is entirely too inefficient for the margin of error that we were faced with tonight against a number 1 Eastern Conference basketball team. Even without Cade Cunningham, still. They're too good defensively, and they really did a great job against Luka tonight, forcing him into situations that he didn't want to be in, and he tried to force the issue and was very inefficient because of it. So, of course, we pay attention to the three-point percentage. 3 of 13, that's trash. 7 of 8 from the free throw line, that's excellent. 3 turnovers is the threshold, so 2 out of 3 for Luka. But I didn't think this was his greatest night. I thought he was ailing a little bit with the calf injury, and even though he walked away with 39 minutes, I thought too many of his sit-down minutes occurred in the fourth quarter tonight. And once again, this is about mastering what your rotations look like when you have to make up for players you're not used to not having out there, not being out there. I think it's okay if you have Marcus Smart and Rui Hachimura in lineup to give Luka his typical 8 minutes of the first 4 quarters, of the fourth quarter rather, out. That's a rotation process that works for us when Smart is out there. When Smart's not out there, Luka needs to come into the game sooner in the fourth quarter. And I thought JJ failed to identify that. We had far too many non-Luka minutes hurting our basketball team in key moments. We just did not fare well without him tonight at all. In the fourth quarter, we struggled offensively. Defensively, we were looking pretty good. But throughout the first, 7-8 minutes, we weren't able to pounce on them like we needed to in order to secure this basketball game. And in the minutes that he wasn't out there in the second quarter, we looked terrible. We were awful. We went down by 16 points basically while he was gone. So our non-Luka minutes were not very good to the eye test tonight. And the plus minus tells us that as well. He was a +7. Luke Kennard +7. Somebody else was a +1 and everybody else was minus. So yeah, the eye test told the story that I ultimately see here. We just didn't handle our non-Luka minutes very well at all tonight. And when he was on the floor, he was breaking too damn much. That's really what it came down to. Austin Reeves, 40 minutes, 24 points, 7 of 15 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 8 of 9 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 block, -5. I like what I saw from Austin. I did not like the whistle that he did not receive tonight. The whistle, his whistle was bad. They allowed the Detroit Pistons to push Austin out of bounds 3 times tonight without calling it. Or maybe 2 times. 2 out of the 3 times. They called it once. He was pushed out of bounds. They were doing a great job on Austin, doubling him, putting bigger players on him, pressing him, and fouling him. They didn't call it, so we didn't get what we needed from the situation. I thought Austin was aggressive. I thought he was fairly efficient. 2 of 6 from 3 could be better. 8 and 9 from the free throw line is very good. 3 turnovers is the threshold there. But, again, you have to adjust your threshold for turnovers and everything else when you consider Marcus Smart's not out there helping secure possessions that make up for turnovers, making shots that are not, that ultimately need to be accounted for. So this is another one of those situations where Austin Reeves really needed that ball handler that Marcus is out there to help take pressure off of him. And when that player's not out there, they get to press Austin, they get to press Luka, they get to press Bron, and we have no relief. And so that's why Marcus Smart is such an important piece. We saw another reason why Marcus is needed. I mean, everything I'm thinking about when I look at this game just has to do with Marcus Smart's production and his leadership, his energy, his defense, all of the different things that he brings to the table not being available to us. If we talk about the difference between the Lakers this year and last year, what we didn't have was that piece, doing all of these things. And because of it, we were exposed in all of the ways we were exposed tonight. That's the difference between last year and this year. And so, yeah, we got to keep that piece, man. If we don't keep Marcus Smart, we better bring in somebody who does the exact same thing he does. Because if you leave Luka and Austin and LeBron without that piece, you're going to see a lot of this, just like we did the last 2 years. Or a year and a half before he got here. Whatever that was, actually. We made that trade last year to happen. You get the point. So, yeah, we need Marcus Smart, man. Austin Reeves, overall, I thought he played a pretty good game, man. It just would have been nice if the officials would have met the physicality against him with the requisite amount of calls that we are used to. So for all those people who are saying the Lakers need the whistle, in my humble opinion, when you're going up against a physical team, yes, you do need the whistle. Because if they're allowed to do what they do, they're going to out-punish us. They're going to overpower us, and that's exactly what this game was tonight. The Pistons bullied us a good portion of the game. They were enabled the ability to push us around, and the Lakers don't have the roster, especially without Marcus Smart, to really deal with that. So, yes, we needed the whistle, and no, we did not get it, and no, we didn't get the win. Maxi Kleber, he came in for the final possession. I don't understand why. I really didn't get that, but it was what it was. Nothing credited to his name. Jared Vanderbilt, I thought, played a really good game, man. 15 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, no turnovers, 1 offensive board, -2. I thought he was good. I thought he was good for him to have not played for the last 4 nights, or 4 games, rather. He came in and did what we needed him to do on both sides of the floor. He hustled hard, pushed around. He's getting pushed by Duran and B-Ball Paul quite a bit. He did his job. I have no complaints about Vanderbilt. I thought he played very well. Adu Thero, 2 minutes, 1 point, 0 of 1 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, -4. I wish we would have seen Adu a lot more this season. The little time that he got out there, I think it was just out of necessity for what our roster was going through with LeBron going out with the pinky injury or whatever and not having Rui to put in. So it allowed for Adu to have an opportunity. Coach has severely underutilized the athleticism and defensive ability of this player. And if he'd have been in regular rotation up until this point all season long, I'm pretty damn sure he would be one of our most intricate bench players. We just have failed to utilize him. And so it was good to see him get very little minutes tonight, but I'm still unhappy about it. J.J. Redick's usage of this player this season. We've needed him. We haven't had him. And that's what it is for me. Luke Kennard, 28 minutes, 6 points, 1 of 5 from both the 3 and field, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, +7. The hero from the last game went back to being cold, man. 1 of 5 from 3 is not what we need, man. We need him to hit some of them damn shots. If he would have hit those shots, we win this game too. So his inefficiency tonight was very, very detrimental to our situation tonight. Hitting all three of his free throws on that one possession was great. He got to the line after being fouled at the 3-point line. But 1 of 5, I need him to be more efficient on a night like this, going up against this kind of talent in this building. He got to hit his shots, man. Period. And Jackson Hayes, man, 21 minutes, 11 points, hit all 5 of his field goals, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 4 blocks, 2 offensive boards, +1. This is the best defensive game I've ever seen Jackson Hayes play. Best defensive game I've ever seen him play. That is 6 stocks for Jackson Hayes. He was a defensive monster tonight and hit all of his free throws. He was the best two-way player on the floor tonight for the Lakers. The best two-way player on the floor tonight for the Lakers was Jackson Hayes. And he was doing it up against some very talented defensive centers. He was good. Phenomenal. Sad we lost the game because I probably would have gave him the game ball. I just thought his defense was unbelievable, man. He was blocking everything, stealing stuff. Could have rebounded the ball a little more, only 3 boards. But 5 of 5 from the field, hit all his shots. Only missed 1 free throw. But 6 stocks is crazy, man. I wish we would have won the game so I could have given him the game ball. And that's really what I have to say about this game, man. I thought we missed Marcus Smart, man. I think we're heavily reliant based on what our team's strengths and weaknesses are. We're heavily reliant on everything that Marcus Smart does. And when he misses too many shots, he really does hurt the team. But even in those games, you still have a better chance of winning than if he's missing. For all the shots that he misses, he grabs 2 charges, gets a couple assists, provides ball handling relief, which is absolutely essential for these ball handlers who don't handle pressure very well. He gets to the line, he lays the ball up, he hits some threes. When he gets hot, he can blow the game open. Defends the best guard there's so many different things that Marcus Smart does for this roster that I just genuinely think we're probably 10 or 12 games less of a winning team if he wasn't on this roster. I think there's a decent chance that we are in the play-in tournament if we didn't have that player, bro. And I'm so damn serious when I say that. So, yeah, that's what this is, man. We didn't have Marcus Smart. They didn't have Cade Cunningham. And apparently they do better without Cade than we do without Marcus. Tough loss for the Lakers, man. I really hated how we were officiated tonight, man. I thought the Detroit Pistons were able to receive the whistle in ways that we were not able to tonight. They get hit, righteously so, get to the line, no complaint. On the other end, we're getting slapped around, pushed around, hacked to hell, and the whistle comes maybe once every 3 fouls. It just was not balanced to me tonight, man. It wasn't. And maybe let me see the free throw discrepancy. Lakers got there more times than the Pistons, so the numbers don't necessarily tell me that. But that's what the eye test told me, that we just were not getting the calls that we needed for the ways that we were fouled. LeBron and Austin especially. They were getting hacked out there, man. And it affected the basketball game in a way that left us to fend for ourselves. And against a physical Detroit team, that's just not good for us. That's not good. So, what can I say? Maybe I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. You get to the line 31 times, who's complaining about getting to the line 31 times? But at the end of the day, I thought we should have got to the line maybe 41 times because that's how much I thought the Pistons were fouling the hell out of us tonight. And look, man, I think we turned the ball over fairly well overall as a team, but in the fourth quarter, when you turn the ball over 9 times, you're not going to succeed. 9 turnovers, most of them forcing into traffic, trying to get to Jackson Hayes. I liked how Jackson played, as you clearly saw. So I can see why people were trying to trust him with the ball. But we were forcing it to him. And consistently, the Pistons were reading it and taking it the other way. It just was not well done. And then again, I circle back to the non-Luka minutes. We didn't handle those very well. And I needed our coach to stagger his rest differently tonight in order to effectively make up for what was missing. And we didn't do that. You left Luka off the floor for too damn long in the fourth quarter. Salute the Kobe minute. You left him out the game too long, coach. That's the bottom line. He didn't get in the fourth quarter until like 7 minutes and 28 seconds. That's not what we needed tonight. We needed him out there much sooner, man. Much sooner. And I think we lost the game probably because of that decision as well. I think that definitely hurt us. So, yeah, man. We have to identify when a no-name guy is doing great things, man. I don't think we did a great job of identifying that Danius Jenkins was having a great night. I think we looked at him as somewhat of an afterthought, and he kept attacking us. He was twice as fast as whoever the hell we were putting in front of him. It just was what it was, man. He smoked us. He smoked us, and I'm not overly surprised because I knew what he could do. And he's a very impressive player, deserving of the game ball tonight. All right, standings. So Detroit remains in the first place in the Eastern Conference. We didn't help the Boston Celtics or the New York Knicks. Not that we want to, but it is what it is. First place, OKC, 57-15. Second place, San Antonio, 54-18. Third place, still us, 46-26. Fourth place, Houston, 43-27. Fifth place, Denver, 44-28. Minnesota, sixth place, 44-28. Seventh place, Phoenix, 40-32. Eighth place, Clippers, 35-36. Ninth place, Portland, 35-37. 10th place, Golden State, 33-38. And outside of the playoffs, New Orleans, 25-47. So yeah, everybody outside of the playoffs is staying out there. Ain't gonna be no coming back for New Orleans, Memphis, or Dallas, in my opinion. Even though Golden State is horrible and may not win another game for the rest of the season. They're awful. Did I mention that already? Golden State is trash. Anyway, so that's really what I have to say about the Western Conference. We're still in third place. All of this winning we've done has left us 2 games ahead of Houston right now. We got the Indiana Pacers coming up next. I'd expect that we'd win that game. Hopefully Marcus will be back. Hopefully we will be back. It's good to have Maxi Kleber back. It's good to see Vanderbilt available to play for us tonight. I think he played well enough to at least kind of find his way back in the rotation some. I hope. I don't know what the science is behind his minutes circumstances this year. I really don't. So yeah, that's really it, man. Tough to lose, period. You don't ever want to lose when you're on a 9-game winning streak. You want to see the good times roll. You can't win them all. Especially going into Detroit with Cade Cunningham sitting, man. That is harsh. Hard to lose. When you consider if you expect that you're going to be a championship level team, you certainly don't want to lose to the team that you might be likely to see in the finals if you happen to get there without their best player. So they sweep the season series against the Lakers. 0-2 for us is that record. We do not get our get back against Detroit. And as I said, man, anytime you got a Thompson twin on the floor, you're going to probably have trouble. We were able to beat Amon 2 games in a row on this road trip. Asur got the get back for his twin. Even though he didn't play that great, but still. He was enough of a problem in the areas where we know he would be defensively and rebounding the ball on the offensive end. So, yeah, man, it's tough, bro. I hated losing this game, man. I hated losing this game. I really think we need to win games against teams like this when their best player ain't on the floor. But when you remove specific cogs from our machine, we're also limping around. Luka was limping from the start to finish. Bron had the hand thing. It's very tough, man. It's very tough to try to win that way. I feel like I'm making excuses. I don't know. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But it just was what it was. We were at a physical disadvantage against Detroit, and we were not able to overcome them. And they were the better team, slightly better team tonight. And it was what it was. So, we'll be ready for the 4 p.m. game against the Pacers on Wednesday. Yes, I believe that's on Wednesday, yeah. And, just be prepared for Zubats. We know what Zubats does. And I think he'll be out there. I'm pretty sure he will be. So that is not an easy game. Oh, no. Zubats out for the season. Ignore that. ribs. They're tanking, so who knows? Furphy out for the season. Tyrese Halliburton out for the season. And Zubats apparently is out for the season. So scratch that, but you still have to deal with the Pacers. They don't want to win. They're tanking hard. So maybe that's a good game for us to kind of rest some people and still maybe get the victory there. I think that's probably the thing the Lakers will do. I don't expect Marcus playing that game. I think we'll probably rest Luka with the hammy. I think so. Bron, if the hand is not working out, he's always dealing with something. We'll probably rest him too. So yeah, I expect the Lakers to rest some people in this Pacer game. But we'll see how that goes going forward. So tough loss, LA. We wanted to have the perfect road trip, but it wasn't meant to be, man. But we did have an opportunity to win this game, and we're not the better team down the stretch. Luka had an opportunity to hit the game-winning three, but he had great defense on him. We had our opportunities. We played like a winning basketball club, but the Pistons are also a very good clutch team. Number one for a reason. So they were able to string together enough defensive stops and enough key scores to leave us the loser tonight. BDO 44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.